Today, I'm going to show you how to turn one 2x8 into this in just one afternoon. Let's do it. So the first step is to cut 7-inch pieces off of your 2x8. You're going to need 11 of those, so since it's a repeatable cut, I set up a stop block. It was way easier, went way quicker. So you're just going to want to get 11 7-inch long pieces. And here they are, looking fine. This actually isn't going to use the whole 2x8, so you're going to be left with about 17.5 inches. Okay, now that we've got those 11 pieces cut, we're going to go over to the table saw. We're going to set our rip fence 1 inch away from the blade, and we're going to run all of those through. So we're going to have 66 pieces that are 1 inch wide by 1.5 inches thick by 7 inches long. So that's your next step. It's going to take a while. All right, 66 pieces are cut out. Now what we want to do is take each one over to the miter saw, and we're going to cut a 30-degree angle on both sides, which is going to create a trapezoid. And then we will put all those trapezoids together for a hexagon. That's how geometry works, right? Go ahead and set that to 30 degrees. And now we're going to set up a stop block. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to line up that shadow showing where my cut's going to be right to the edge of that piece. Then I'm going to do that on both sides. And then once this first piece is done, then we can set up the stop block to match this piece. Okay, here we have it. Now we're going to go ahead and set up that stop block. And guys, if you notice anything different about this video, it's because I'm the one filming and editing it myself. John usually does that, but I'm giving it a try, so let me know how you think it's going. Okay, that took like a half hour, took a very long time, but we have 30-degree angles on both sides of 66 pieces. This is 60, this is the other 6 because we're making a bunch of these. So now go ahead, grab your masking tape, duct tape, whatever you got, and we're making 11 of these. All right, let me show you how to make these. I'm only going to show you how to make one, and then you just go ahead and do them with the other 10. You don't want to see me make 11 of these. It's a pretty boring watch. So how we're actually going to make these hexagons is we're going to take 6 pieces that we just cut, and we're going to have the shorter side of the trapezoid on the table, and then we're going to butt the pieces together and then tape them together. You can see we're creating those little triangles there. That's exactly what we want. We want to put all the pieces of tape on all 6 of these pieces, and then once we get to the last piece, we're going to put a piece of tape and have it hanging off the edge. Then we flip it over, and we're going to go ahead and put some glue in these little V's we've made. Now that it's flipped over, it's more of a V than a triangle. And we're going to put the glue in, and we're going to rub it in. We're not going to do anything on the 2 end pieces yet. We're going to wait until we start to fold it all together. Once we fold it together, we can put a little bit of glue on one side. You can leave the other one blank. And then, once you folded it together, take that last piece of tape and tape that one last joint together. And then make sure everything's nice and tight. And that's it. Okay, all 11 of those are gluing up. We're going to let them sit for about an hour, maybe 2, just to be safe. And then we'll come back to it, do the next step. Okay, the next step is to put a round over on this whole thing, outside and inside and on both sides. I'm going to do a 1/4 inch round over. You don't need to do this step if you don't want to, but I think it's going to look really nice. All right, they are all rounded over. That looks really, really cool. Now we're just going to go ahead and sand them all, get the duct tape off. So everything is sanded. It looks great. Now we're going to put it together. All right, so how are we going to put these together? Pretty simple with glue, but there's a few things you need to know measurement-wise. So where these points jolt out from up here and also down here, you're going to want 7/8 inches of overhang. So from here to here, 7/8 inches. Then from the bottom here to 7/8 inches, all the way around. And then from where this point meets the point where these 2 pieces of wood touch, and then again on this side where this point meets where they touch there, it's going to be 1 3/4 inches. Now, you can eyeball the whole thing if you want, but I'm going to go ahead and measure the bottom one, and then I might eyeball it up from there, seeing how that goes. but I might just end up measuring everything. We'll see how it goes. And guys, if you made it this far into the video, first of all, thank you. That's pretty cool. Second of all, please subscribe. It actually helps us out a ton, helps us do what we do and make more videos like this. So please hit that subscribe button. It's right down below. Okay, it's done. I'm going to put a piece of plywood over it, then put some weights on it, let this glue set, and then we'll come back and see how it works. Okay, I let it dry, and here it is. I'm super pumped with the way it came out. I mean, it looks amazing, and this really only took me an afternoon. I started at 3 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock now. So with the dry time, gluing, everything like that, only about 4 hours, so a super quick project compared to other stuff I've made. So I made this as a plant stand. I did have an idea that you could put like a circle piece of glass on top and make an end table out of it, or a nightstand or something like that. Or you can make a wooden top for it, put that in. But I mean, the inside looks really cool. The whole thing looks awesome. And when I was outside sanding, I saw one of John's pots on the ground, and it fits in perfectly. Like, look at this. I swear to you, I did not make this with that in mind, but it fits perfectly. So we're going to get some dirt in it, get a plant in there, and we're going to keep this thing. But that's going to do it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.